Welcome back. You're watching Fight Back. A fixed deposit with 15% interest on investment is surely too good to resist. One would have thought it to be a wise investment option. But investors are now crying foul as months have passed into years with no sign of refund. Our investigation reveals that a clutch of little-known companies, after having mopped up crores of public money, have either shut shop or have been directed to wind up operations by regulators. Prerna Barua has the story.
Corporate fixed deposits have gained a fancy among investors because of the high fixed returns that these products offer as compared to banks. But what makes matters worse is that corporate fixed deposits are unsecured loans that do not guarantee any amount to the investor in case of a default, thus making them a risky investment option. Investors are in a fix after entrusting their hard-earned money to unsecured fixed deposits that was offered by a clutch of lesser-known companies. Fightback has been flooded with complaints from several investors who have alleged that they have not yet received their maturity amount despite running from pillar to post only to be turned down after a long wait. Fightback has received numerous complaints against several lesser-known companies such as Avon Corporation, Synthetics and Chemicals, Ankur Drugs, Modi Mills to name a few. These companies allegedly accepted deposits from a large number of investors and offered rate of interest as high as 18%.
Currently, I am at the premises of one of the companies which has defaulted in fixed deposit payments. Synthetics and Chemicals, a company which was registered as the manufacturer of synthetic rubber, was suspended from trading numerous times by both the stock exchanges. Also, as per the company's last balance sheet report dated March 2000, the company's total debt stood at 188 crore rupees. Now, the company's operations have left clutch of investors high and dry with no traces of the company officials. Also, neighbors here claim that the office has been shut since many days, but they are also reluctant to divulge any details further. So now clearly we can see that the company has wound up its operations, leaving investors in the lurch. But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Fightback's investigation reveals that few of these companies have either shut shop, ordered to be wound up, or are burdened with huge losses. In fact, financials of few companies were not even traceable on the Bombay Stock Exchange website and were either illiquid or penny stocks. A 15% interest rate over 3 years on a fixed deposit scheme at a time when banks were offering a meager 9% was an offer that Mumbai resident B. Kirpalani immediately opted for. But little did he know that the investment in which he parked his lifelong savings would give him sleepless nights.
I had placed a fixed deposit for rupees 10,000 with the company in the year 1997. For 3 years period at the rate of 15% under a cumulative scheme, and the maturity amount was 15,640, which matured in the year 2000. Unfortunately, I have not received any money back from the company, and nor I have received any response regarding my fixed deposit which matured in the year 2000.
Similarly, Avon Corporation too had troubles with issuing fixed deposit receipts to its investors. The company was offering interest rates as high as 11% on one-year deposits. A visit to Avon Corporation revealed that the company had shut its office in Goregaon in Mumbai and has shifted its operations to another office in Andheri. It has been more than a year since his fixed deposit has matured. But Delhi-based Bhavneet Nayyar is yet to get his money back. He has made countless calls to the company but has been turned down each time with false assurances.
Since last 2 years, I am almost struggling hard to get my money back from Avon Corporation for FDR booked through HDFC Security. In spite of regular follow-up and on every call, I get a fake commitment date of repayment and a new false story stating the new reasons and non-reason for the payment. The 3 emails received from the Avon Corporation during the phase specify the 3 different reasons: high amount invested, high amount got stuck up with investors and debitors and advances, and due to the sale tax liability issues, etc.
A pharma company, Ankur Drugs, which traded in both the stock exchanges, was recently ordered to be wound up by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. In fact, as per a press release dated 31st August 2013 by the National Stock Exchange, Ankur Drugs had the highest number of investor complaints.
Banks clearly are much better at safety than corporate fixed deposits. If any corporate is giving you more than 12.5% interest in today's world, I would not be looking at that deposit. Never give a corporate fixed deposit where the rating is less than AA. First of all, obviously unincorporated companies, partnership firms, just stay away.
Mumbai-based resident Satish Tadekar had parked 60,000 rupees in the company's fixed deposit cumulative scheme out of his retirement savings. A 12% rate of interest looked appealing to him rather than investing in a banked fixed deposit. But his retirement savings turned to be a burden after repeated phone calls to the company went unanswered.
After retirement, I had invested in fixed deposits of many companies, and that included Ankur Drugs and Pharmaceuticals. Selected this company because one of my brokers from Securities recommended this company, and he told me that this is a Bombay-based company, so we can trust them, and it is having more than 100 crores of net profit and more than 1200 crores as a turnover. So it was a sound company at that time. But recently I heard from somebody that the company is defaulting on repayments, and my deposit maturity was in October 2013, next month that is. So for last 2 months I am mailing that company, and one Mr. Vijay Chopra is in charge of FD, but they have not responded.
So clearly, if you're looking at company deposits for that slight extra over bank deposits, you need to do a little research. In the meantime, it is best to avoid the suspect companies before parking your money in corporate fixed deposits. Moving on, let us now redress some of your telecom related grievances.